Are you constantly tired, even after a full night's sleep? Maybe you find yourself struggling with anxiety, unexplained weight gain, irregular periods, or that relentless brain fog that just won't lift. These aren't just random symptoms. They could be your body's way of signaling that your adrenal glands are under stress and your hormones are out of balance. Today, let's dive deep into what adrenal fatigue really is, how it disrupts your hormones and menstrual cycle, what causes it, and most importantly, how you can begin to heal naturally and protect your health for the long haul. To start, let's talk about the adrenal glands. These are two small but mighty organs that sit right on top of your kidneys. Their job is to produce essential hormones, with cortisol being the most well-known. Cortisol is often called your stress hormone because it helps your body respond to stress, maintain energy, and keep your blood sugar stable throughout the day. In a healthy, balanced body, cortisol follows a natural daily rhythm. It rises in the morning to help you wake up and feel alert, and then gradually tapers off by evening, letting you wind down for restful sleep. But what happens when stress becomes a constant companion? When you're juggling work, relationships, finances, maybe even chronic illness or environmental toxins, your adrenal glands are forced to work overtime, pumping out more and more cortisol to keep up. Over time, they can't keep up with the relentless demand. The communication between your brain and your adrenal glands, known as the HPA axis, starts to falter. This is what's often referred to as adrenal fatigue, though in the medical community, it's more accurately called HPA axis dysfunction. So, how does adrenal fatigue actually show up in your life, especially as a woman? The most common symptom is a deep, unshakable exhaustion. No matter how much you sleep, you still feel tired. You might notice you crave salty or sugary foods, have trouble concentrating, or experience anxiety, irritability, or low mood. Some women notice their sex drive drops, or they feel dizzy when standing up quickly. Waking up in the middle of the night, especially around 2 or 3 a.m., becomes a frustrating routine. And perhaps most noticeably, you might see changes in your body. Weight gain around your belly, bloating, and most importantly, changes to your menstrual cycle. Periods might become irregular, show up late, or disappear altogether. If any of this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Adrenal fatigue is especially common among women, and the reason it affects your cycle is all about hormones. When your body is stuck in stress mode, it prioritizes survival. That means making stress hormones like cortisol becomes far more important than making sex hormones like estrogen and progesterone. The building blocks your body uses to make these hormones, like pregnenolone, get diverted to produce more cortisol, in a phenomenon called the pregnenolone steal. This hormonal shift can lead to a cascade of issues. Low progesterone levels are common, which can cause mood swings, PMS, short cycles, or spotting before your period. Estrogen can become dominant, leading to heavy periods, breast tenderness, and bloating. Ovulation might become irregular or stop altogether, which can affect fertility. High cortisol also suppresses thyroid function, which can further disrupt your cycle and metabolism. The end result? Your body is too stressed to prioritize reproduction, leading to missed or irregular periods and a host of other symptoms. But what brings on adrenal fatigue in the first place? It's almost always a combination of factors. Chronic stress is the biggest culprit, whether it's ongoing work pressure, difficult relationships, or financial worries. Diet plays a huge role too. Consuming lots of sugar, caffeine, or processed foods can put additional strain on your adrenals. Overtraining, especially without adequate rest, can push your body into a stress state. Not getting enough sleep, less than 7 hours a night, makes it nearly impossible for your adrenals to recover. Exposure to toxins from beauty products, cleaning supplies, or plastics can also add to the burden. Blood sugar imbalances, like skipping meals or experiencing frequent sugar crashes, are another hidden stressor. And finally, underlying infections, such as gut imbalances, chronic viruses, or mold toxicity, can keep your adrenals in a state of overdrive. If you suspect adrenal fatigue, It's natural to want confirmation. Testing can help you understand what's happening inside your body. A 4-point saliva cortisol test is one of the most popular options, as it measures how your cortisol rises and falls throughout the day. The Dutch test, an advanced urine test, maps your cortisol, DHEA, and other hormone metabolites for a more complete picture. While a basic blood test can check your morning cortisol, it doesn't always capture subtle imbalances. Working with a functional medicine practitioner can help you interpret your results and create a plan tailored to your needs. Now, let's talk about healing. Recovering from adrenal fatigue isn't about doing more. It's about learning to slow down and deeply support your body. Sleep is your #1 ally. Aim for 7 to 9 hours a night, ideally winding down by 10 p.m. Stress reduction is key. Consider adding breathwork, meditation, gentle walks, or even therapy to your routine. Cut back on caffeine, especially if you rely on it just to get through the day. Avoid high-intensity workouts, which can further tax your adrenals. Instead, choose yoga, Pilates, or nature walks. Nutrition is another pillar of recovery. Eat regularly, every 3 to 4 hours, to keep your blood sugar stable. Include high-quality protein and healthy fats at every meal, and don't shy away from adding a pinch of sea salt to your food. Your adrenals need sodium to function well. Limit sugar, alcohol, and processed foods, and stay hydrated with mineral-rich water or electrolytes. Supplements can offer additional support. Magnesium glycinate is calming and supports adrenal recovery. Vitamin C is essential for cortisol production, and B vitamins, especially B5 and B6, are crucial. Adaptogenic herbs like ashwagandha, rhodiola, holy basil, or licorice can help, but always consult your healthcare provider before starting any new supplements. Healing is a gradual process. It can take weeks or even months, depending on how depleted your body is. Patience and self-compassion are vital during this time. To prevent adrenal fatigue or avoid a relapse, listen to your body's whispers before they become shouts. Rest when you're tired, track your menstrual cycle and energy patterns, and regularly build in breaks and moments of joy. Remember, saying no is a form of self-care. Nourish yourself with whole foods, supportive relationships, and soul-nurturing activities. Redefine what productivity means to you. Sometimes, the most productive thing you can do is rest. Your hormones don't just respond to what you eat. They respond to how you live. If you're feeling depleted, moody, or out of sync, your adrenals may be calling for help. Remember, rest is not a luxury, it's medicine. Prioritize yourself, embrace gentle healing, and know that balance is possible.